Welcome, everybody! It's Shadow Child, and I'm from Try Gamer Studios, and we're here with episode 11, The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. Now, if you watched last episode, it was kind of a short one, and we just collected a few heart pieces that we missed, and took a look around the dark world, got ourselves familiar with things again, and we made it to the first dungeon where we spent 120 coins, but you only need 110. To get into the first dungeon using Kiki. Does he love me? And then we're going to go ahead and complete this one, which we get the hammer in. As I said, this is one of my favorite dungeons of the game, so we're going to have a lot of fun with it. Now, I believe I have to take and do the left or right first in this dungeon, instead of the middle like you do. Yes, okay, it's locked. Oh, those guys are so annoying. Easy way to take them out is just by hitting them with a pot, or a skull in this case. Until you get the hammer. When you get the hammer, they're a lot easier to take out. Alright, so that's for later. Is it up? Okay, it's that one. Okay. Woo! Curious what he says. I haven't actually clicked on this switch in a while. I mean, it's not really that risky because I have 2 fairies and a potion. And I probably wouldn't die in this dungeon anyways. Except for maybe the boss, because the boss does hit you pretty hard. But I think he's pretty easy to dodge. Okay, yeah, he's just giving me words of motivation. That's about it. You're useless! You made me take and do that twice for you to tell me nothing. Now, I think you can just push this out. Yeah, there you go. Why? Because I don't want to hit the switch again. Good. Alright. Let's grab this one. Alright, good. Time it properly. I mean, I could have grabbed another heart out of one of those skulls, but I'm probably going to lose some here. Yeah. Alright. There's a key. Move. Peace. I like those things. They look like they're laughing snakes. There's so many objects. That's why I wish I had a 3D printer. Hey, that looks like a pig. It's a Minecraft pig. Look at that. That's pretty. A skeletized version of a Minecraft pig. That one doesn't move. How nice. Top left? Yeah, there we go. Okay. That's why I wish I had a 3D printer. I would make so many cool objects from all the Legend of Zelda games. And use them around my house and decorate it with them. Because for those who know me, I love action figures and decorations of the such. Turtles can only be taken out with hammers, by the way. That's why I'm avoiding them. Those guys you don't want to smack when they're glowing up. I think I gotta go this way first. Hey, we got a key. That looks like a copper key. It looked a little bit darker than gold. But I love putting figures and everything like that around. It's very enjoyable for me. It's very aesthetic, and seeing my favorite things sitting around and things I collect. Like I also collect Transformers as well. Get through here. Those guys are so annoying. Nah, I'm pretty sure the switch is. Yep, there it is. Trying to avoid them before they knock me off. Okay. Hit that. I do have the key to get into the door that was up there. But what we want to do... Okay, it's on the right side. Of course it's on the right side. You gotta... It's not a stationary button. You gotta push it up there. There you go. You hold that down, buddy. Hold that down. Alright. Now, the guy, the red one, he's going to hit me with it. arrow, because what they do is they copy your moves, and if you look at him, which I'll go ahead and look at him. I guess it's a little bit harder to look at him. There we go. He'll fire that firebolt. So you just move a little bit, just look to there, and these guys exactly follow your movement, so you can just hit them with the arrow. Super simple, super easy to deal with. And with the red guy, as long as you just keep a little bit in front of or behind him, he can't do nothing to you. Wait for that to pass. And then we run! And here's a second wall I was talking about. I think in the first dungeon had the moving wall, was it? Pretty sure it was the first dungeon that had the moving wall as well. And I think there's actually a moving wall in another dungeon. No, you destroy a wall in another dungeon, I believe. I don't think there's another moving wall. One of the dungeons, you activate something above it, and it destroys the entire wall below it, which gives you access to the main item of that dungeon. Okay, so this is where we're going to go after we get the hammer, which is on the left side. Okay, well, at least it's all unlocked, and now we know where we're going there, and let's run and get down. The more you know. I got ahead of myself there. Okay. Now we do want to reactivate this one because we're going to want to come back through and jump through that. Not a problem. And I believe you can actually blow up one of the sides and it drops down to give you an item. Might be this one that you actually drop down to. But we're not gonna... Don't need to do that right now. Just go ahead and skip past that. And head this way. As you've seen, those guys respawned. It's not very nice of them. Peace. Alright. Luckily, I caught the back of him with my sword slash. I've been screwed right there. Would have fell right off. Alright, now I gotta avoid these guys. Come on. Alright, let's move you guys in this corner. Come on. Head down. There you go. There you go. Come this corner. There you go. Keep it moving. Compass. Useless. Don't need you right now. I don't need all these coins. Let's avoid those. I do need that. Definitely didn't need that. Okay, wait for it. Alright, avoid those. Because I could always come back and get those coins if I really need to. Now, I believe I have to go south first. I don't think these walls do anything, but I believe that one does. Yeah, that's what I thought. Pretty sure I could just walk around that though. Yep. Key? Nope. Coins. Don't need it. I'm still gonna run past these, take some damage, it's not a problem. Okay, that's where I come up there. Okay. Okay, I was supposed to use the key on that side, which I should have. So I'm gonna have to drop down to get the other key. Oh, it's not there, you drop. Dick dungeon. I forgot about that. It's been a little second, so I'm gonna go. I gotta go drop down. Let's go this way. Boy. And then drop down here. Okay. Alright, now I'll get another key here. Which is that one. And the reason why we need that is because that big chest that you've seen back there is actually the hammer, which we need. So if you happen to grab that one first, make sure that you go unlock the key for the hammer first before you go down south, because you don't need to actually go down south. Skip that. Skip you. Go this way. Jump across. Avoid, avoid, avoid. Go through. Up here. And get across this bridge again. Grab that. Oh no! I was hoping to grab it fast enough. I thought I had another second. It's alright. It all works out. Alright, now it's gonna be... Yeah, alright, so let's get that out. Woo! I didn't expect him to come through there. Take care of them. I don't think I need the magic anyways. Take him out. What we got up here? Bombs. I mean, it gives you bombs so you can destroy the wall to get to the hammer, but I'm full of them right now. This way, I think. Let's see what we got in here. There's the other key. Okay, that key would have locked the south way of that, but now it's going to be used to unlock the downstairs spot, since I had to take that key. It's a good thing to make a backup and not leave you stuck. Oh, that's correct. Totally forgot you gotta have the big key. So I still... Where is the big key? What am I missing? Getting way too ahead of myself here. I didn't even think about the big key. Just thought about keys in general. Alright. Oh, okay, I gotta drop down on the right side of the bridge. Not the right side, the left side. Push this. Come out. Drop down. Alright. Ah, two long ball. 1, 2, and there we go. Alright. Come around here, and we got. I think we got to drop down on this side of the bridge with the bomb, so we can get the big key. A few things we had to do first, which I totally forgot to do. So. These don't blow up. There's nothing actually in those. Just cracked walls. Yeah, and then we were supposed to get the key down there to unlock that door, I believe. And this gets me the big key. Yep. And then we were supposed to drop. Alright. Sorry about that, everybody. I know you had to watch me go through that again. Oh, I went over a little bit too much. Alright, so now we gotta use our... I'm gonna use the ferry. Since we're only healing. Save the other ferry. I like to save the ferry just in case I die. But if I have 2 fairies or 3 fairies, I like to use one to heal over a potion, because potions can be used instantly. And you have to try to catch them. Oh, you did. I tried to avoid him. That had me heart beating racing right there. Thought he was gonna get me. Let's get back around here and go get this hammer, so we can finish off the dungeon. Now, once you get the hammer, there's actually not much left of the dungeon. I think there's only 2 floors left that you really got to deal with. Get up and around. There you go, hammer. Hammer bros. Call me Mario, bro. And it fits. Take him out. Now, what we got to do is go back to where I went the very first time. As you've seen, where I went down, and I ended up needing the hammer to knock down those round little cool red-blue faces. I'm back, everybody. Yeah, you didn't notice a little pause there, or maybe you did. But I forgot to unmute my mic during recording, so now I'm going to do the rest of the walkthrough while watching it. Last thing I just did was get the hammer, and now I'm working my way of getting the key to head downstairs. Now, through several parts of this, of course, I was remembering certain things as I was going through, just like this moment right here. If you've noticed, I got hit by those spiky balls multiple times before this because I forgot which side actually moved. I knew that it did. If you watched the first part, I tried to push the statue on the right to the left, but it was the left statue I had to push to the right. So that's when those magic items come in handy like that. You could use your bombs, you could use those. There's many different ones you can use. Now let's go ahead and must have been saying something right there. That's why I did a little circle. And like out, this is where I believe I realized I had to go and drop. Or I might be heading all the way. Okay, I haven't realized that I needed a key to get to that room. So, I'm sorry for this part. I didn't realize that the downstairs area needs a key to open it up. So, this part, I'm heading down to that area to realize I need a key. And then I'm going to have to come back up here to get the key because I totally missed that area off to the right there. That's where the actual key is I need. And look, I fell off there. Right here is where I try to use my boomerang to hit the head from this side. Now, I believe they put that chest that's right there blocking my way to put it there to stop you from being able to do that, because I think I could whip that boomerang around the corner there and hit that. But, of course, trying, you cannot. Thanks for that chest being there. So you gotta go around and hit it straight on. And I'm gonna head to the room and I'm gonna head downstairs and take everything out. Now remember, you have to have a key for downstairs, so if you waste a key going down to the area where you saw me push the statue to block off the ball spikes, you really don't, I don't think you really need to go to that area. If you want to, go right ahead. It's just an additive part. Kind of probably just throw you off a little bit. I forgot about that during recording, that there was a useless area. You know, that happens. I was just more or less trying to experience the dungeon again through my memory and do the best I could. But you know how sometimes you mess things up. But everybody will get to see me do this, so you know. So if you're going through the dungeon, you know what to do and what not to do. Gotta take these eyes out again, so they're not too difficult. I'm pretty sure that I miss several times coming up, but luckily that one's open, so I don't have to hit that switch at all. Just run through. About to head back downstairs, smash those down, fight the things in the room, hit the switch just to realize that I need a damn key. Come on, man. Take the turtle out. What are you doing? Alright. Still haven't realized I need a key yet. Throw that over there. Oh, look at that. I need a key, and it's not in any of the skulls. Oops. So, let's go ahead and head back and try to figure out where it is. get around it. And boom, I got cracked. Caught up with me that time. Head back down. I think I was trying to get some hearts. I think that's where I noticed that I gotta get up there. So now I'm gonna try to figure out how to get up there. Now, of course, I could have just used magic, frozen those guys out of the way. But I believe I was saving my magic just in case I needed to light any braziers. And then realizing you got to make sure those are up because I'm going to jump across. Because I believe I'm going to go check out the area up there. Let's go ahead. Hammer him down. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the playthrough. So this is one of my favorite dungeons, and I had a lot of fun playing through it. Really sad that I messed up the audio on the second half. But of course, if you hang with me, we'll get through this little section that I forgot to go get the key, and of course I'm missing where I actually need to go. So this is it's a really good lesson for anybody who's going through here and needs to, and they use that key accidentally so they can figure out how to get a key again. Yeah, those guys definitely had a problem now that we got a hammer. But they can get annoying because they all, if they're close up, it has a really huge range for bending them down. Just double checking on everything. Sometimes they'll flip back on you, so make sure that you get your hammer as close to doing damage to them after you flip them, because any ones that are just slightly out of range would just flip and have a chance of just hitting you for damage. So you just want to keep open. You can really avoid a lot of damage in the game if you're paying attention quite enough. And being careful. When I went through my no death run, I was very careful, used all my items, and I also played the game multiple times before that, so I knew where all my paths were, where everything to take, so I didn't have to, so I knew when I was going to use items and when not to use items. As you see, currently I'm still trying to figure out how to get up there. Of course, I remember now because I've been through it already recently. But of course, I don't go up to that area very often because I usually skip it. So I totally forgot about what I'm supposed to do. And of course, I'm going to save what you're supposed to do for when you see it in the video. Now, I believe that I might have missed something inside the room downstairs. So we're going to go ahead and fast forward through the downstairs part of this. Well, now I know that part, thankfully. Nobody wants to watch that excruciating run through again. So now, see, I'm trying to think. So I'm going to go ahead and try different options. I think maybe at this point I got an idea of where it is. I just had to think about it. At a certain point, it just, popped back in my head. So we're going to see when we get to that part. I think I'm heading there now. No. Okay, I get the idea from going down here, I believe. So I go down here to check. I've already opened those. And that only takes me up to the key, the big key. Trying to think. And I think that's where I may have got my... Okay, so I'm going to move that to check, but that was from earlier. That don't actually do anything, I believe. As I see if you don't get them close enough for the hit, then they're just going to flip over. And then they'll just hit you. But if anything, you can always just use that. That's where yeah. And that's how you get there. Is that one little bomb room this whole time that I passed like 6-7 times, even though I came to this room so many times. Totally forgot about it. Didn't think about it. I was going to come back to it later. But it kind of like slipped my mind. You know, it happens. And now we can smoothly get along back with the dungeon. Now I'm pretty sure it's the right one, but I tested both just in case the floor or anything popped open. Ooh, not the mirror. The mirror would take me back to the beginning of the dungeon. Ooh, quick dodge. I didn't mean to look at him straight away. There you go. Now he's out. And look at that. Slightly missed the head and it goes right past. Get those hearts. Just checking. You never know. Even if you're pretty sure not. So like I said, sometimes you can forget things. I love throwing bombs. Of course, that one got thrown on the one that's heading the opposite way, so it didn't work out. And look at that, we're in the area we needed to be. I hate the red ones. I hate that they make 2 more. They're quite annoying. So then you gotta dodge them. I usually try to avoid killing them at all. But if they get in my way and I'm not trying to waste time here, I just smack them, get them out of my way. Because they do spread apart like that. See? I got the knock back, get them out of the way. Ooh, that's a quick dodge. Yay, fairies! At the right time. And then grab another one. Come on, get in there. Alright, now we can head and go fight the boss. That's all that's left in this dungeon. Yep. Yeah, I gotta go through this area one more time, guys. Just hang with me. And we're gonna beat the boss of the first darkworld dungeon. Now, as I said before, each episode in between is me collecting items, and then I go do a dungeon. The next episode I plan to do just that. And what I'm going to do is collect, should be tons of items I can now get. I'm going to try to get, I think, the last heart containers I can get in the game. Besides from dungeons. And I'm going to try to get the last couple items that I can get outside of dungeons. Which would be the last bottle and the last medallion. I think is the only 2 items I can get currently without the hook shot and without being in a dungeon. Ready. Now I go through the door that I've been trying to get through. Make my way downtown through turtles. Now another thing about another Zelda creature is these turtles are just they're just shells, man. You can kind of see that they have a tail, maybe a head, but they move in different diagonals. They doesn't look like they have a head or act like they have a head. So I wonder what they really are. You know, is it just a rolling ball of feet? Now I'm going to light these up just in case there's anything, but there's not. I said, you never know, you might open up something to give you rubies, even though I don't need rubies, but it's always good to show a secret off for the, you know, for the video. And there we go. It's always one of the dang sides. And here we go. Now we can go straight to the boss. Get that hammer out because we're going to need it. I say get them right between, get them both, because if you go slightly to the left or slightly to the right, the other one will pop up and hit you. And now it's time for the boss. There we go. Look at that beautiful boss. You just keep hitting him with your hammer and the mask until it breaks off. The tail swings left and right. If you know which side it's going to come to, which if you pay attention enough, you might be able to figure it out. Other than that, you can stay near the middle and not go far off left or right too much to dodge it. Now, those are easy to dodge. They always bust off into corners, like an X, so you can kind of assume where they're going to go. There, I get hit by that tail again. Of course, we have a potion and 2 fairies, so there's no way we're going to die unless we really screw up, which not going to happen. Not since I've done this boss so many times. Now, once his head's, you just keep stabbing that gem on his head. Really simple. If I remember right, you might be actually able to use the ice staff to do more damage here at this point in time. But I just used the master sword to take him down in like 8 hits, I think it is. Super easy boss, super simple dungeon. You just gotta make sure you get certain keys and don't miss certain doors. It just gives you a little run around. Really easy, really nice. And there it is. Number 1 out of 7. I believe 7 or 8. Is it 8? It might be 8. I don't think it's 7. 7 stages. Yeah, it's 7 stages, so it should be 7. No problem. I would love to go to the Golden Land and, you know, have a third world. Light Dark World and the Golden World. Like there's some secrets in the Golden World. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, 7 maidens. Yeah, 7 sages. Yay! Yeah, I understand. Yes, I understand. And that was the first dungeon of the Dark World, guys. Sorry again about the commentary. Of course, next episode, there ain't gonna be no mess ups like that, because I'm definitely make sure my mic's unmuted. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos, and I'll see you guys next time.